So the University of Maryland was probably one of the founding members of the Tech Council when it was called the Montgomery County Tech Council back in the 80s. And one of the reasons it was formed, ironically, was because the University of Maryland School of Engineering, based in College Park, wasn't delivering enough courses to Shady Grove. So the Montgomery County business leaders got together and formed a council to help pressure the university to deliver its courses there, which we did, and that explains why the University of Maryland was one of the founding members. And at some point, I became a member of the board back when it was called the Suburban Maryland Tech Council, and as you know the history perhaps, it then became the Maryland Tech Council, and most recently it merged with the Chesapeake Regional Tech Council to form a truly statewide tech council. And with Tammy Howie under the, leading the organization, and with the board, I think it's really, we finally have a statewide voice for technology. And Mike Gill from Commerce helped develop that, so he deserves a lot of credit for helping achieve that consolidation. One thing I think we sometimes feel a little, we don't know all of the assets we have, especially compared to Virginia. I always like to make this comment when I say, what's the #1 airport in the region? And people don't realize that BWI has more passengers than Dulles Airport, for example. So it's the most popular airport in the region. In higher education, if you look at where U.S. News and World Report ranks global research universities, state of Maryland has 2 of them, Johns Hopkins and University of Maryland College Park, ranked in the top 50. None in DC, none in Virginia. So UVA is a great school, but it doesn't quite make that particular ranking. The point is, Maryland has great assets that sometimes I think our own business leaders aren't aware of. But continuing on that theme, so not only do we have great universities in our state, College Park in particular, we produce the largest number of STEM degrees in all of Maryland, all of DC, and all of Virginia. So we supply the workforce in the area. And we're proud that the Wall Street Journal recently came out with a survey of corporate recruiters saying which universities are producing the right kind of students. And College Park was one of the 10 universities identified. And what was interesting to me was, if you looked at the list of 10 universities, half of them were also from the Big Ten, large public universities like University of Michigan, Illinois. And so when people say, why did the University of Maryland join the Big Ten? It's because we are very similar to those large public research universities in the country. University of Maryland College Park isn't physically in the Baltimore region. We have a lot of ties to the Baltimore region. Last year, the General Assembly helped create more ties between the University of Maryland Baltimore campus, the medical school and the School of Pharmacy and Social Work and Dentistry, with the University of Maryland College Park. We also have some assets here in the Baltimore region. The Smith School of Business, nationally ranked, is in the UMB Biopark. We have ties with Morgan State University with an economic development center that's joint between College Park and Morgan. But more importantly, even though we're not physically here, we did an analysis using the Maryland higher education data. They look at where high school graduates go to school from Maryland counties. And if you aggregate from the Baltimore region the number of high school students that go to College Park, no school physically in the Baltimore region serves more students from the Baltimore region than University of Maryland College Park. So that's an interesting way of looking at it. We have a great impact on both the state, but even on the Baltimore region in graduating students from that region. So that's why, from a workforce perspective, it's important to think about University of Maryland.